I used to think skinwalkers were just a superstition, stories told to keep kids from wandering off at night. But after what happened on a camping trip last summer, after what I saw wearing my best friend's face, I don't sleep with the lights off anymore. This true story comes from one of my listeners, Aaron, who had quite a harrowing tale from his camping trip in Arizona recently. Here's his story. I was visiting my friend, Del, who grew up in the Navajo reservation in northern Arizona. He'd invited me out every summer, but this was the first time I'd actually gone, mostly because he kept joking that I was too scared to camp on the res. So I packed my gear, thinking we'd hike and maybe shoot some night sky time lapses. First night was perfect. The sky looked like someone had spilled diamonds across black velvet. No light pollution, no traffic, nothing. Just the distant hum of desert wind and coyotes somewhere far off. I remember telling Del it felt peaceful. He just gave me this uneasy look.
Don't mistake quiet for safety out here.
I just laughed it off. Around midnight, we set up camp near a cluster of sandstone formations. Del had told me his uncle warned us not to be out there after dark, but he shrugged and said we'd be fine. I should have paid more attention to how tense he looked. We were settling in when we heard it. A high-pitched, desperate, human scream, but it wasn't quite right. I shot up in terror. Probably a fox, I whispered, though my voice cracked. Del shook his head.
That's not a fox.
The scream came again, closer this time. My skin prickled so hard it hurt. Then something moved out in the darkness. Not walked, not ran. Moved, jerky and unnatural, like it didn't understand how joints were supposed to work. I grabbed my flashlight, but Del slapped it out of my hand so fast it startled me. Del shook his head.
No, if it's what I think it is, you don't want it to see you.
We crouched behind a boulder, barely breathing. The thing was slowly circling the campsite just outside of the light. I could hear it sniffing the air. Long, slow inhales, like it was searching for something. Then, from the shadows, it spoke. But it didn't sound like a person. It sounded like someone trying to sound like a person.
Del, come help me.
My heart almost stopped. It was my voice, perfectly mimicking me. Same tone, same inflection, except I hadn't said a word. I turned to Del, horrified. It's copying me, I mouthed. Del grabbed my arm.
Don't respond. Don't even look at it.
The thing stepped into faint moonlight, and its shape changed. It was trying on forms the same way someone tries on clothes. For a split second, it looked like a twisted, broken version of a deer. Then, like a tall, starved human. Then, like something caught between both. Limbs bent wrong, neck too long, joints bulging under skin that didn't fit. It sniffed again. Then it whispered, this time in Del's voice.
Come on, man. It's safe.
Del's grip on me tightened. His eyes were wide, shiny with fear.
It's not allowed to take your skin unless you answer it. Just stay quiet.
The creature paused. Then its head snapped toward our hiding place. It smiled right at us. Not a human smile. It was far too wide and had too many teeth. Then it sprinted on all fours, its limbs slapping the ground at sickening angles. I felt Del shove me backward just as he threw a handful of something into the dirt, white powder that glimmered in the moonlight. The thing skidded to a halt. It shrieked, a sound that stabbed straight into my soul, and leaped backward like it had hit a wall.
It's blessed corn pollen. The thing can't cross it.
The creature circled us, pacing and frustrated. Every now and then it switched forms, sometimes wearing Del's shape, sometimes mine, mocking us, mimicking us, studying us. We stayed trapped in that little circle of protection for hours until the sun finally rose. When the first light touched the horizon, the thing melted back into the rocks and shadows, like it had never been there. But before it disappeared completely, it called out one last time, using my voice.
See you tonight.
Dell drove me off the reservation the moment we reached his truck. We haven't dared to camp out there since. Sometimes I still hear that thing when I'm half asleep, my own voice calling from somewhere outside my window. But here's the part that keeps me up at night, though. When I got home, I checked my phone and there was a video recorded at 3:12 a.m. the night of the encounter. It was me standing outside the tent, staring straight into the camera, smiling, wide, too wide. If you enjoyed that personal account, please like and follow me for more content. I'll be releasing new stories on a regular basis. And be sure to check out my other videos.